EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Your partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Derrick Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
And it brings up 3rd down.
They go play action with Jackson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
First down, Titans.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
Down, Tennessee.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson from the shotgun. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Give With the sack to Kamoko Toure. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? There was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
But it brings up 3rd down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a Titans first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
And the Titans first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
The tackle made at the 20.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Austin.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. And that's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
First and 10, Eason. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
To number 82. It's a gain of 11, and it's 3rd down.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. We're scoreless after 1. Titans on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, oh, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
A first down carry for Henry. Down right around the 25. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The Titans on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Yetur Gross-Matos in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Now Aldrick Rosas for the field goal attempt. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Running on first down, Eckler. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now Eckler. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He's brought down at the...
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Eason on second down. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah.
Complete.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Here's Eason to throw. Fourth down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A run there with Henry as he gets forward only for about 3. Second down coming up. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd and 7, Jackson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach and probably his agent, too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
To throw is Jackson. Buying time to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And he comes back with one complete.
Jackson.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Henry. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on
the Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Eason off the play fake. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They go play action with Eason. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Oh, boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On first down, Jacob Eason. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Well, this is Hilton on the receiving end. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Going jet sweep. Here's Campbell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calais Campbell on the stop.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On the screen, this is Eckler. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long.
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And here's a quick throw to start the drive complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, Hands, a little bit questionable.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Complete to
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
3rd down.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Play action. Now Jackson. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 26 yards on the play there. And it'll move the chains. Back now in Indianapolis. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Flush to his right. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Jackson on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
6 yards.
And on 2nd and goal, they decide to throw it again, and this result is even worse. They take a sack. On 1st down, it was simply an incomplete pass. Not a good first 2 plays, beginning with 1st and goal.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And right side, Henry's got it. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Field goal of 31-yard attempt.
Rosa's kick is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
5-yard line.
Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
On the play brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards there and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Austin Eckler, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts are going to jump back in front.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want, and cover it well.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side.
Maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little top.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will score. score. Touchdown, Titans.
To number
A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Titans have once again taken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Rosas good with the extra point. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
Joey Slide.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Escaping the pressure right. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, They might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Titans 23, Colts 20.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll put it out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
See if they can do it. Might be easier said than done.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Paris Campbell. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Good for a Colts. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get on the field, defense.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're one possibly